Okay, on to the guided practice now. So they want us to find the circumference. That's what they ask us to do. Find the circumference of circle P in which the area is 36 pi inches squared in terms of pi. Okay, we're finding circumference. But to do the circumference, what do I need? 2 pi r. R is my radius. Do they give me the radius? No, of course not. They make us work for it. They give us area. Well, I know that area is pi r squared. So let's plug in and get the radius. And then we can spin it back around and get circumference. So 36 pi equals pi r squared. Divide both sides by pi. I don't want it. Too much pi gives you a big circumference. So 36 equals r squared. Take the square root of r, or take the square root of 36, which is r squared. Square root of 36 is 6. That's r. Now, we got to plug that 6 into our formula for circumference. So C equals 2 pi times 6. I want it in terms of pi. So I just do 2 times 6, which is 12 pi. And I'm going to be in inches. That's our circumference, 12 pi inches. Make sure you give me what the problem asks for. If you don't, I'll gladly count it wrong. You may not want me to, but I will. Okay. Number 2. Find the area. What was that? Find the area of circle A, in which the circumference is 24 pi inches. Well, now we're going the opposite way. Area, we need pi r squared, but they don't give us r. We've got to use the circumference to get r. So, circumference is 2 pi r. They tell us that C is equal to 24 pi. So 24 pi equals 2 pi r. Divide both sides by 2 pi. The pi's cancel. 24 divided by 2 is 12. So now I take this 12 and I'm going to have to plug it into my formula for area. So area equals pi times 12 squared. 12 squared is 144. And then I'm going to have pi. So area is 144 pi inches squared. There we go. Again, make sure you give what it asks for. Number 3, find the area of circle K in terms of pi. For area, it's going to be pi r squared. Now, what is this 6? Is this our radius? No, it goes all the way across. It's the diameter. So what do I have to do to the diameter to get the radius? Divide it by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So that's what I want to plug in. Pi times 3 squared. 3 squared is 9. So I'm going to have 9 pi as my area. But what units am I in? Inches. So 9 pi inches squared. Okay. Number 4. Find the area of sector PQR. So we're dealing with sectors here. This is kind of like what we ended with. So area is going to be pi r squared, but I only want a fraction of it. So m over 360. So let's plug in what we know. Of course, pi is pi. R is going to be 6 squared. M is 90 over 360. So that's going to be 9 pi meters squared. That's our area. 9 pi meters squared. Because remember, the only thing we put in the calculator is this piece. We do not type pi in the calculator. Okay, so that's number 4. 5 can be a little tricky. It says the beam of a lighthouse is visible for 3 miles. We're going to say this 3 miles is their radius. In terms of pi, what is the area covered by the beam? So area. If it's got an arc of 150 degrees. So area equals pi r squared times m over 360. Now, this r squared, we said the radius was 3, so 3 squared. The 150 degrees, that's going to be our m. So 150, oh, not 56, 150 over 360. Now this will give us a fraction, yes. It'll give us 15 over 4. If we just type in the calculator what we're supposed to, nothing extra, meaning do not type pi. 15 over 4, bring the pi down, and we're going to be in miles. So 15.4 pi miles squared is your area. Okay, last one. Find the length of arc PQ. Give your answer in terms of pi. Arc length of PQ. So L equals 2 pi r times m over 360. Let's see, 9 is our r, 120 is our m. It's going to be 2 pi times 9 times 120 over 360. Again, we do not type pi in the calculator. 2 times 9 times 120 over 360. That'll give us 6 pi, and we're going to be in meters. That's our L. Okay, so that is the guided practice. Rest of the assignments, pretty straightforward, just like what we've been doing. So hop to it. If you've got questions, you know how to reach me.